Hi, I'm Tracy from Customer Support, and in this video I wanted to show you the new line view for invoicing. Here I have a booking that has got multiple line views for the block booking, so we've got a handful in October and a couple in November. So once I'm ready to send that one over to accounts, if I click on to send to accounts, I need to select the invoice date, obviously the bank account that's receiving, a brief description, selecting the due date for the invoice, and the footer if necessary. You now have the line view where you can either individually attach your cost centres and cost codes to each item individually, or if they're going to apply to all, if you do it at the top here and we select those same cost codes for our income and the VAT type, I can then apply that to all. Of course, if you've got a deposit or something at the bottom where you've got a different cost code, you can simply select that here. At the moment, this is itemised per individual booking, but of course you've still got that advanced menu here. So if I did want to itemise the invoice by each month, I can select onto that item there if I haven't split it already. And again, applying that to all, just changing the deposits or any other cost code that I wish to at the bottom. Once I'm happy with that, obviously that sends it through to accounts, and I've got a little picture icon for me to be able to view that invoice in accounts. Now it has split those. Obviously, if you do have deposits, mine was obviously an additional service, but if you do have additional deposits that are in there that are linked to additional cost codes, and once you're happy with that, then you can obviously go ahead and receipt that invoice. Converting it to a receipt will give you all of the individual items that you've got, including that security deposit if linked. That will convert the receipt for you, so I've got an additional £30 here, and if I take a look at my individual cost codes, I can see that my security deposits here are linked up to my reserve of bookings deposits. Having linked that up, I can obviously go to my reserve balance sheet, and I can see that my deposits for my bookings has now increased by £30 to a value of £100. Once you're happy with that, obviously if you do find that you need to give that refund over, you can then go back to the sales invoice, and using the three vertical dots on the right hand side, you can refund the individual deposit. Making sure that you're happy with that, obviously click on to refund. If you're going to go ahead and use part of that refund to allocate it to income hire and only refund £20, and I could obviously change that to £20. You'll notice it is a negative receipt. It's come in as income. It goes back as negative income. So having obviously given that £20 back there, if I head back once again to my reserves balance, I'll see that my security deposits has now decreased from the £100 that was originally entered back to the £80.